The clergy becomes part of the solution in that, as I heard today, they are the people that we always go to in times of divorce or marriage or death or the birth of a new child or a family crisis or a economic emergency at the household level. That becomes the glue. They are the glue that really holds a lot of us together. And even people without faith will tell you that it's important to have those relationships in times of crisis. So the clergy not only binds us together, but it also informs us, because there are pulpits in the world. There are pulpits in Islam and in Christianity and in Judaism and the Baha'i faith and among the Buddhists and the Hindus. And these people who inhabit these pulpits have a lot of influence over what their followers and their parishioners believe in. So if we get a message, a coherent and clear message, coming from these communities of faith leaders that say, we've got to change the way that we relate to the world in terms of energy, in terms of conservation, in terms of our responsibility for the environment, that's going to have a ripple effect on literally billions of people around the world. And that's what I think we can do, and that's what I think people of faith and leadership in faith communities should be doing. I'm involved in a collaboration right now with a Christian minister that is creating a ministry that we hope will address the question of loving thy neighbor. And so when you hear it from other folk, you just kind of have a sense that you're on the right track. So what that means for me is that as I move forward, I will be more aware of the impact of the spiritual dimension on the political and social work that I do, and that I do in relationship with other organizations. But more than that, I think it's an important thing to recognize that none of us really are in this alone, that we do have allies, we do have people that we haven't met yet that are really struggling with the same questions, doing the same kind of work, looking at the same kind of vision for a future. And so when we operate as if we were not alone, and we tap into the collective power of a vision that is sustaining for a lot of people, then our individual work becomes not just easier, but it becomes better informed, and we're able to take it out into a larger part of the world with greater confidence. My feeling is that also people of faith need to understand that we got to put legs underneath the faith. We got to really just not preach the word, but we have to be doers of the word. So if we say in Islam, for example, that the human being was created as the vice-regent of God in the world to be a guardian of the natural order of creation, then we need to figure out what that actually means and do what that means. And I'm sure that for people of other religious traditions, the same questions, the same imperatives are really right in front of us. So we are engaging internally in figuring out what we need to do differently, but also how we need to connect to other folk that are asking the same questions and hopefully doing the same kind of work.